The dealers.
Nah,
No.
I don't get no worthy clap for that.
No.
One.
Listen, James, I have great news for you, too.
Game's over?
Game's over.
Okay.
And it's the last time the Lakers and Pistons will play basketball against each other this season. Pistons only have 5 wins. I do not count on seeing them late July in the NBA Finals. 46 turnovers combined, Big Game James, and an extra 48 minutes here for you in the studio. I want to apologize, Big Game James. You got a smile on your face.
I'm the one that got
no,
the
I don't care,
drive.
Rob. You got a long drive. You're going to sit here. You're younger.
I'm an old man, though, man. See, I'd be asleep by now if it went for those
He's got
overtime.
an early tea time tomorrow.
It's Super Bowl. He ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, I'm definitely getting out there in the morning.
Rob, those games aren't fun.
No, it's
But
not.
you got to find a way. Do you remember as a player those kind of games? You're just playing a horrible team, and
yeah.
you don't really care, but you're trying to find a way to win late.
You want to win just because these games add up, especially when it comes to positioning. You're going to look back and say, man, we shouldn't have lost that game.
Yeah.
Man, we should have won that game. So for them to pull it out the way they did, because, they had a lot of turnovers, but on the flip side of that, the Pistons had some guys to step up tonight. They went out and, Josh Jackson, he pretty much was almost out the league. One of the top picks in the draft, but had a great night. And you have those nights. Think about it.
Well, the basketball reference tonight going, he's still in the league.
This is Pistons Super Bowl right here. And they almost won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they have 5 wins.
They are the worst team in the league, aren't
Yes,
they?
they are, James. 5 wins.
Yeah.
But they've beaten the Celtics, Sixers,
Yeah.
Suns, Lakers.
They've beaten some 500 teams. It's hard to get up for teams like this, especially after they beat you in Detroit. It's almost an automatic win. I mean, we were talking redemption, blowout, but anytime you play the Lakers with Blake Griffin out, with Ellington out, it's an audition for these other guys. Jackson said, look, like Rob said, this is an audition for me. The Lakers might want to pick me up next year. You know what I mean? It just gets to an ugly game, and you have professional players on the Detroit Pistons team who can play if you allow them to play. The Lakers were a little sloppy, turned the ball over. The offense really, really stunk tonight. For LeBron to have to hit threes like that to win a game over play, that's not the way you want to win. They stopped moving, and Detroit was giving it to them. So we glad we got the win. It was an ugly win, but we'll take it.
Ugly game, but we're going to give you a great show. LeBron and AD combined for 63 points. The Brow is standing by with Mike Trudell. We're going to be entertaining tonight.
All right, AD, is this a case of all's well that ends well, or do you guys take some frustration just having Detroit get back in and take you all the way through to double OT?
We're just happy to get the win. It's a team that can score the ball. I mean, they're a young team that, got a lot of young guys that play hard. Them guys battle, never give up. Well coached, Dwayne and Casey, and, they made it tough for us. We had the lead. 19 gave up 3-3. They cut it to 10, and we got to be better on the offensive side and the defensive side. But we gave these guys 129 points. It's, obviously it was double overtime, but still, we hold ourselves to a higher standard on defense. But they made it tough for us. We ended up hitting some big time shots down the stretch, but. After a win like this, double overtime, we just have to be able to get the win.
Yeah, when the tide seems to turn and the team is coming back, AD, what are the foundational things that you guys try to get to cut off the water to stop the momentum shift in the other direction?
Getting stops and then getting great quality looks on the offensive end. As long as we get good looks, then we're fine. Make or miss. But our thing is we got to get stops. If a team gets on a run, we got to get stops. We're not worried about offense, especially when we got the lead. We want to make sure that we get stops. And we had some miscues on the defensive end where they got a couple threes, wide open layups and things like that. But we were able to, pull it off in double overtime.
All right, last thing for you. You mentioned the 3. You hit 1 in the double OT, and of course LeBron had the 2 step backs. How are the legs on those guys? You guys are both over 45 minutes. Hadn't played that much in a while, but they seem just fine on the 3s going up there.
Yeah, you get a lot of adrenaline when you're playing, so I'm just happy to, get this game over with. I probably couldn't do another overtime, so I'm glad we did it in double overtime. But we recovered, and we got another one in a couple of days. So we will recover and get right back to it.
All right, AD, we appreciate it.
All right, LeBron and AD, they combined for 63 points, 13 of 26 from LeBron, 13 of 22, 5 rebounds. I know Rob wants to see more of those. 3 assists, 3 turnovers. LeBron with 7 turnovers. And guys, the offense down the stretch, last 4 minutes of regulation, Lakers couldn't get a bucket, very stagnant, not a lot of movement, James. It's almost like they were just hoping the Pistons would go away. But then late in overtime, it was AD and LeBron taking over. Double overtime.
Easy to defend the Lakers the way they were playing there in the fourth quarter. Just not any movement. Shooter really didn't get an opportunity to initiate the offense enough. I know LeBron has the ball in his hand, but you need Schroeder. He's a point guard. You need him to kind of initiate the offense, get people moving. They stopped moving, and Detroit, just sat there and played good defense. But, that's why we pay the 2 big players the big bucks, and that's why they're who they are.
Yeah.
AD with the big dunk, thought he got fouled, and LeBron over Plumlee twice with the big 3. You don't want to win that way, but hey, that's the game.
Rob, they hunted that matchup a lot in that double OT. Plumlee, LeBron, you get them on the switch. LeBron ISO went past him a couple times easy and then hit the big 3 over him.
Yeah, it's amazing how you can't make adjustments on the fly. I'm talking about Detroit, because it's clearly LeBron wants to get the ISO with Plumlee, and you should figure out a way not to let that happen. Blow that up, meaning double team and get the ball out of LeBron's hands. But apparently they rely on Plumlee to play good defense, and LeBron exploited that because he hit him with a step back. He drove past him a couple of times, so you had Plumlee on skates, and when you got a guy on skates like that, he doesn't know what to do, so he's at your mercy.
I think LeBron was looking to the crowd after that big 3, and there's just nobody there but, Billy Mack and Stu and John and Michael Thompson, DJ Rouchet up at the top. I mean, that's it.
Trudell in the corner.
Nobody there. Oh, man. But big 3s. All right, let's get you to the highlights. They're long. Highlights. We got a lot of them. Lakers at home taking on the Pistons. LeBron feeds AD. Up and in with the right. Moments later, LeBron deflects the Jeremy Grant pass. We're going the other way. LeBron, one-handed pass to Schroeder. Flips it back to AD, James. Early 6-1 lead.
Yeah, I would have taken the layup right there, but he saw LeBron on the trail. Got it back to him for the easy 2.
Great dish. KCP the rebound. Schroeder, LeBron. Running right through him. Lakers up 7. I'm thinking this is going to be an easy one. I'll be home watching TV at 10:30. Not alone in that one. LeBron, top of the arc, 17-14. Rob, LeBron, an entry pass to AD in the post. Watch this spin. I'm going to show you again. Two-handed slam. When AD attacks quickly like that, he's unstoppable.
He is so graceful with this spin move, but sometimes he waits, but there he didn't.
Big Game, you and I were kind of talking about that. You see Schroeder do that change of pace. That's something we want to see late in the game. If we're getting a little stagnant, why not give Dennis the ball?
Absolutely, Geeter. He's a great decision maker, too, but they just could not stop Jeremy Grant and Jackson. Good steal by Tucker, off and running.
Yeah, THT with the great dish. Tucker, 7 points tonight. He had 2 steals. Free ball.
Out of here.
Lakers down at half. At the quarter. THT drives baseline. I like this play, Big Game James. THT, turnover, but then he gets his hand. Able to pick that clean.
Another example of active hands. Geeter, get out on the fast break. Kuz with the finish.
And then more from Kuz here, Rob. Find him in rhythm.
When Kuz is hitting this rhythm like this, you like to see is nothing hurried, just a smooth transition to a 3.
Another really nice game for Kuz. 14 on 5 of 10, 3 of 5 from 3. Look at this, THT.
Can he make a layup without reversing it? He's so good at doing a reverse layup, man, from all angles.
Great vision by LeBron. Schroeder. Kuz wide open. 50, pull it away.
Right now, I'm thinking redemption. Too soon.
All right, Rob, you got LeBron. Coast to coast up 11.
It's one of the things when LeBron gets his ball, as a defense, stop the ball. But LeBron's coming in with punishment on his mind, so people just get out of the way, and they don't want to get punished.
You know what, Rob? He don't get too many charge calls, does he? Nobody gonna get in front of that.
Gasol been waiting for that. 3 ball, 66-58.
LeBron
gives to Gasol, cuts to the hoop.
Take up a pass, take up a catch.
AD on the wing to Kuz, James, 76-63. Now we're rolling, James.
Love the
Ball
catches.
game.
One of the few players on the team that can catch and shoot right away. Wes Matthews does it too. AD, baseline out of bounds, easy little 8-footer in the lane.
Up 17, just like the Warriors on MLK Day.
Rolling.
Big Game's got his victory cigar going, didn't you, at this point, James?
Yes, sir. You know, but you got to keep playing.
Got to keep playing. THT, reverse layup. He does it every single game, Rob. How about this, LeBron? THT, the hammer, Rob. 88-78.
Excellent pass, right over the top. THT goes to the hole with some authority. Most guys would have hurried that shot, but he dunked it on him.
Lakers up 10 after this. LeBron, we're having fun in the arena. James finishes through contact.
Feels the contact, continuation, knocks it down, but then could not run the Pistons off the three-point line.
Josh
They get
Jackson, another L-bomb. Pistons down 6. People look it up. I forgot Josh Jackson was in Detroit. AD drives on Plumlee. It's 96-90. How to get those this close?
Steal.
LeBron's going to go hezzy. Lakers up 8, Rob. Now you can relax, Rob.
Yes, you can, right?
Now
here.
you can relax. Game's over.
That dunk would have got the crowd excited. They went on a roll, but no crowd. But LeBron still goes and hammers it home.
Pistons, they're not going away. Jackson, another 3.
Who he play for?
He's 5 of 8 from 3. Harrell with a nice tap to AD. It's 102-98. Orders restored. Rob's thinking dagger. 106-100, but that is the last, I said the last Laker bucket you will see for a long time. Grant driving in. Wright driving in. LeBron a miss. Rob, Jackson thinks he's MJ tonight.
He's bowling. Bowling.
Lakers after Lakers timeout. LeBron drives, tries to get it to the buzzer, headed to overtime. This is how the night was going, Rob. Watch this. AD block, but it goes right to Plumlee.
Hey,
Up 2.
sometimes you got it good. Got that rabbit's foot.
The game. Josh Jackson, who do we think he is tonight?
Sorry, Miss Jackson. He's for real.
AC. Lakers need a bucket. They haven't scored in 7 minutes, so give it to Alex Caruso.